This is Music with Mason here. I'm currently at the Skylark. I'm joined with Post AD.
Yo.
Post 88, thank you guys so much for taking your time to be with me tonight. Dead Reckoning's here tonight. You guys just played, and now another band's on stage currently playing, so I just want to roll right into this. The 5-piece metal band from the QC, specifically Rock Island. And you guys are well known for your songs Stone Bull, The Black Sun, and Creators? That's right, okay. And you guys are also going to be soon playing with Nest at the Wildwood and Slam-O-Ween at the Raccoon Motel.
Yes, sir.
And I just wanted to start off, what can you tell us about one of your first concerts in 2011 at Rock Island High School?
That's these boys. Well,
That's a good one.
The
definitely have
OGs.
to go back to high school.
You want to field that, or I'll take it?
Yeah, I can start it out.
Yeah, then you take it.
So we started jamming with a few other guys. These guys are newer than the original four,
These guys
I want to
meaning
say.
Dave, Chase, and Tom.
Thank you.
Introduce you now.
We weren't with the original lineup. We were in a different band called The King Come Down.
Rip.
R.I.P. They also went to another high school. So me and Andrew went to Rock Island High School, where they had the variety talent show, right? And so we get our band together. We say we're gonna play "Smells Like Teen Spirit," right? Riff number one for everyone.
I don't even think we weren't even Post AD then. I don't think. I think we had a different name. But that's essentially the genesis of the band, I would say.
They made us cut it short. I remember that, and I don't know. People liked us. Yeah.
They liked it so much that you cut it short.
I also...
Well, and Dane was self-taught on the drums, so was that your first time playing your drums live then, ever?
Yeah,
That was our first live show together, yeah.
Because you just played, what was it, The Game? Not Guitar Hero, but
Rock Band,
Rock
yeah.
Band. That's how Dane learned how to drum.
Nice. Another thing I want to point out, you guys you've opened for a couple of bands for EP release shows. Some bands that are no longer here, like Snogulated Pig and Memnon.
Septimemnon.
That's right.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about Snogulated Pig? They're no longer with us. What were they like? You know, just that crazy feeling they had.
Death metal.
Yeah. It was like kind of technical death metal stuff. They were awesome. They're no longer with us. We played a couple shows with those guys.
Yeah.
I think, was that opening, or that EP release was with you guys?
Yeah, so that's
actually,
funny because
that was.
so me,
Shit.
um,
And The King Come Down.
Tom, Chase, and Dave, we were actually in a different band, but playing that same show.
Yeah.
So we all kind of just like ended up over the time just meshing. Yeah. So yeah, so we're like a combo of two bands basically. But yeah, that show, those guys were awesome.
Yeah, the bass player and the guitar player I actually went to Blackhawk with, so I'd actually played a lot of music with those guys prior to that. Different genre, we were playing jazz, but no, they're great musicians.
For sure.
That was a long time.
Long time.
They're pretty flagship guys, like the way they played. Very technical.
Yeah, very good.
Another show that really caught my eye in your history was you actually played for the Dawn Retreat's return show.
Yeah. The Island, right?
Yeah, the
Yeah. One of the, maybe two shows we played there, and then it closed down.
Yeah, that place
Didn't
closed
even have a
down,
bar.
yeah.
That was,
Yeah.
if I remember right.
Was
That
Dan
was one of your
Smots in
first
that band?
Yeah, I was gonna say, that was
That might have been like Chase's second or third show with us, maybe.
At most, that was probably like my second.
Yeah, that was a good time. I remember
That was
that.
a good time.
Yeah, that was a cool show. That place was cool. Like just the vibe there. They had the cool lights and stuff, and it was very DIY. They had
Pretty
like
trashy.
Yeah, but they had like like art and stuff from like local like
Covering
local
up the holes in
artists
the
and stuff. It is what it is, man. It's cool.
I dig it.
And it also reminded me, you guys had to take a break too before you returned back as post AD. What was it like? Like, what happened? Why did it need to take a break?
You talking like through the COVID years? Or?
Yeah, right after that, right before.
Or
right
like, is
during
he going
COVID.
farther back?
Yeah,
It was like
something that,
2017, 2018.
Yeah, so basically, we had our previous bassist that was leaving the band. I think our last show, that same day I found out I was having a kid. So it was just kind of the time to maybe call it like, not totally quits, but a little bit of a break. And then I think it was right in the middle of COVID too, so.
I think we can call it your late 20s is what that was.
Life
you know,
happens.
you start making decisions that you could not imagine in your early 20s. In your late 20s, it's like things start getting real, whether you like it or not, and I think that's kind of what happened.
When you don't have a place to jam, it's kind of hard to really get much of anything done. Yeah.
For sure. And a quote that I found on one of your T-shirts, "The children of the end of time." What does that mean?
So so that's a song we haven't played in a long time, but we like the very first album we put out as a group, minus Chase. He wasn't in it at the time. And Dave. He wasn't in it either. But there was a song called Post AD, and that's like lyrics from that song, basically. I didn't write it or anything. I came in, just learned it, but it was just an old song that they had, we just put it on a shirt.
There you go.
Yeah.
You took a shot at Pit Lord in a video back in 2018 as a group of flag football players. You had like the signature Post AD helmet, and you said that they did nothing but grill veggie burgers.
Is that what we said?
Yeah, that's exactly what
I think that's still accurate. I think they're vegetarians now or something. I don't know.
And that was in the old bassist's backyard. His parents' backyard.
We played a couple shows back there too.
Yeah, in that fridge, nothing but tofu, man.
No, yeah, we had a bit of like nothing heated. It was just like a fun back and forth with Pit Lord.
We tried
those guys go way back with us, so it was just fun to, throw dirt back and forth at each other.
Ride their wave. You know, they were doing cool stuff, and I mean they're playing all over the place. Like they're playing wherever they want to play. And we were trying to I feel like you guys were trying to get some of that.
I think they drew first blood.
Yeah, we were always big fans of Crater too. Like you just can't, like you said, bands we used to play with. Like you got to mention that.
Pit Lord is a part of that, and they were a part of that.
It's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Do you still own the helmet?
No, I don't think. I think that was our previous members. Yeah.
Will it become a part of the merch table sometime?
I think it's gone forever. It's gone forever.
Yeah, maybe we'll get a new one. We might have to change it up.
That would be some
maybe we'll get like a
merch.
hockey helmet or something else.
For sure. Is it true that you guys started out as a barbershop quinte?
Oh, that's that picture. Remember that? I think I posted a picture a while ago, and it's like we're at Tommy's.
Oh, no. We're at Tommy's.
I think that was a late night at Tommy's, which is a bar in Moline. No, we didn't start as a barbershop quartet. No.
What was your guys' favorite? What was your guys' favorite shot to do as a band?
Like alcohol?
Yeah. What was the shot that you guys did?
Like before a show,
Before we did the barbershop quartet?
I mean, I think we all know the answer, right? I mean,
Somebody's gotta say it.
Rumpelman.
Dirtbags.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
We've already mentioned Pit Lord and Crater and All That Remains and stuff like that. Can you name another few bands that you've really enjoyed playing with?
By Artist Murder, and I wasn't even in the band. I've only been in the band for the last 6 or 7 months, and but I've always hung out with the dudes, and the Artist Murder was awesome.
Yeah, that was probably the biggest band we played with. Yeah, that was probably the biggest band. I'm trying to think of other ones that come to mind. Maybe we played with Traders, way back in the day when they came through Moline. That was a good show. Victims, we played with them.
Yeah. Rig Time.
We played Rig Time, a couple times. Those guys were really good the other day.
Yeah.
Hemlock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good one. We played with a lot of really cool bands over the years. And we're continuing to do it even today, so it's kind of cool.
we're getting invites all the time, and we're having to say no just because we got busy lives.
Yeah.
But it's cool to see the invites come through.
Right. Something I want to mention, Andrew, a band that I think you would like to play with is someone called Gojira.
Oh, dude, yeah. I love Gojira, man. There's a lot of influences all over, like, our songs from Gojira. That's, like, one of the bands where I listened and I was like, oh, my God, you can do that. Like, they're kind of just an innovative band, and, you know, a lot of people see them nowadays. I mean, at the Olympics even, you know what I mean? It's crazy. Like, the whole world, like, saw metal on, like, national or international television.
I feel like it's one of those bands that we all agree on. That we're all, because, like, you know, some of us are more into certain things, but I think we're all equally into Gojira.
Yeah, no, it's a good band, really groovy. Like, I take a lot of influences from that. I know a lot of the guys do, so yeah, it's an awesome band.
I also want to mention, do you still own the Post AD Doomslayer t-shirt?
Oh, yeah. We're selling them right now, man.
You do?
We got them at the merch table,
I didn't know you sold them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't just a meme or anything. We actually got them.
Yeah, we've got them.
No copyrights yet, though, right?
Oh, God.
Well, so we had to, there was like a little bit, no, we're good.
It's actually the video game Doom with 5 O's, right?
Doom. No. No, it went through copyright and all that, and it was okayed. So we're good. Yeah, we're good.
Don't ban us, Nintendo.
I mean, we can't. They're not gonna sue us. We don't have anything. 10 for 10. I'll give you $10. That's all we got. That's all we got.
So have you spoke with anyone from Dead Reckoning yet?
Not tonight. No. We hope to see him and talk to him a little bit. Yeah.
I didn't know if you did any research on them, but their vocalist, what's his name? Taylor. He does street battles.
Yeah, Thomas is going to battle him.
That's what I was hoping. You're going to battle Tom. You're going to battle him, Thomas. You're going to battle him for the vocal, right?
Sure, but like they were just screaming out in the street.
There's a lot of screaming out in the streets of Rock Island.
Yeah, that's true. All right, yeah, sure.
Yeah, so he's done it so many times. Like, he's done it with a bunch of different people.
Did it with the cop?
He did. He did it with the cop.
That's wild.
And he did it with Justin Jellica, Alex Terrible, and David Sox.
Wait, he did it with Alex Terrible?
Yeah.
Well, that's why the band got big. Holy cow.
That's crazy.
That's nuts. And not a diss on them, but man, Slaughter Prevail, that's nuts.
Yeah, that's cool.
He's so loud.
That's what we were talking about right before we came here.
I really don't know how you could do that. I really want to see Tom, see how loud he can
Something that we mentioned before this interview started was Dial the Wind. You guys were a guest on... No, Dial the Wild.
Yeah.
We'll edit that.
I hope he doesn't watch this.
Travis?
got his name wrong, but you guys were on his show, right? Two separate times.
Yeah, I did a podcast with him, and I think Andrew did one. Twice. I think we've been on. He's cool. He does a bunch of stuff.
If you listen to Tom's, just put on half speed, and you'll get the normal speed, how he was actually talking.
Yeah.
Right?
He was a nervous guy.
A little nervous, a little fast, but hey, we got it done.
So that was like the first podcast we did. I was like, oh man, this is kind of cool. Like, we'd never done a podcast before. We've been playing for years, and it was like, we want to do a podcast? Hell yeah, let's do it.
I mean, but podcasts weren't a thing. Like, well, they were, but they weren't.
Yeah, they weren't that big. Like, when we were starting, they weren't. I didn't listen to podcasts. Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's kind of cool to do something like that and like throws it out to the world, and it's like it's just cool to see like somebody else has interested in like just the music in general. Like what you're doing, man. It's kind of the same thing. It's just like, yeah, we talk to bands and stuff like that, but to see other people from the outside kind of see things from the outside, and then like take an interest in what we're doing and what other bands are doing and the whole scene as a whole. It's kind of awesome. So we appreciate doing stuff like that and doing stuff like this too.
Well, it means a lot to us because not all of you guys are available at the same time, and not every band is available at the same time.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
And Dial the Wind, Dial the Wild. He's gonna kill me.
Actually, hey, you'll remember from now on because he wants to start another band called Wild.
Oh, okay, really?
Just remember that. Just next time you say it.
Nice.
Try to remember
So
that.
Dial the Wild hosted a show for you guys.
Yeah,
In Macomb,
I think we did. Yeah.
It was your second time in Macomb.
Well, so we did when we came back after our first show back after our little hiatus. Yeah, it was in Macomb, and then he had us come back a couple months later. I think
it was like I feel like it was only a couple weeks later.
I think it was November and then like January,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it was about maybe a month or two.
Yeah.
And it was cool. Yeah, it was a really cool venue.
They need better bathrooms.
They need better
Yeah.
bathrooms, we'll say that.
Bathrooms are a little rough.
And then the stairs at that place were a little rough, but it was a cool venue. It was unique. It was like a
Yeah.
L stage, and it's just cool. Yeah,
Pretty
the stage
good
is cool.
crowd both times.
Yeah.
I'd say almost better crowd the first time.
It was a cool place.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, we went from opening to like how many shows later were we the headliner?
Oh
And
yeah.
just a couple months later we're like headlining.
Yeah, it was kind of cool.
And that's pretty snap.
Another thing I want to mention, Dane, you dressed up as the Duff Man from The Simpsons. All of you guys dressed up for this show called Ribco. What can you tell us? Who dressed up as who?
So there is rumors about us dressing up for the 26th,
October
right?
26th.
Yeah,
Show
yeah.
coming out. Show coming out.
The show that you guys played
That
though, Chase was an eagle.
No.
Andrew was an eagle.
I was an eagle.
Someone, yeah.
Well, say what you
I
guys
was.
were.
Well, you were in it too. You were there too.
I wasn't even in the band, but I dressed up as Santa Jesus God.
That's right, Jesus. You were Jesus.
Just Santa Jesus God.
Santa Jesus God.
Yeah, that's a Trailer Park Boys reference.
Oh, okay.
Thomas, what were you?
I think I was Batman.
That's right.
I think I was Batman.
You were the classic Batman with the blue cape,
Yeah,
the blue one.
The old school Batman.
yeah,
Yep.
that's
Yep.
right.
Yeah, I was super last minute. I had this pair of skeleton pajamas, and I threw those on.
Don't say skeleton, man.
That was the skeleton man.
Skeleton every year.
And then of course,
Duff Man. Duff Man.
That show there was a
Theos, yeah.
the Ghost. There's a Ghost cover band, right?
Oh yeah.
And they were really good.
Yeah, they were super good.
Yeah.
I forget what they were called, but yeah, they were super good.
It's like Majesty or something like that. I think
Yeah, sounds about right.
it was Anthony, right?
Yeah.
Is it true that at one show you did nothing but Slipknot covers?
Oh man.
Oh, that's another
At,
one.
at Theo's.
You dig deep.
I hope that's not true.
You dig deep. No,
Andrew would never.
I think that was like a post on Instagram or something. I said we were doing nothing but Instagram or not Instagram. Oh, we're doing Slipknot covers. I've had a mask on, like a welding mask or something. It was just a joke. No, I don't think we know any Slipknot. I might know a couple.
I mean, I
but-
know some Slipknot.
Yeah, you know some Slipknot.
I was gonna say you already had a few songs made. Why would you do Slipknot covers?
But yeah, no, we didn't do any Slipknot covers. We could probably pull one out, but maybe in the future.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll see.
Chase, I want to mention you went to Rockridge.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about the Rockridge High School?
Oh boy, what to say? I mean, personally, I thought I had a good time. I was in band and choir and stuff, so I had a lot of friends in the music department. So my senior year, I spent half my day in the band and choir rooms fucking off. Can I cuss? I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
So that was cool. But yeah. No, it was a small school. I think our graduating class was something like 90 kids or something like that. You had, I think our senior year, it was funny. There was this feud between what they call this, the city slickers and the hillbillies, whatever you want to call them. And they I don't know.
Trucks versus
the
cars.
trucks versus cars. Yeah, but no, it was. I had a pretty good time.
I'll give you a little fun fact about Rockridge. So Post City started out strictly as a Rocktown band, and once me, Thomas, and Chase got into it, we're all from Rockridge. So it's 3/5 a Rockridge band now.
Yeah.
They're taking over.
And 2/5 Rock Island, right?
Yeah. So I mean, we're kind of like we're pretty much Milan.
All rock.
You lived in Rock Island for a while.
Well,
Tom lives in Rock Island now.
I was born in Rock Island. No, I was born in Davenport.
You almost went to Rock
I
Island.
lived in Rock Island until I was 5.
Were you like right on the border?
Kindergarten, I went to Dinkman.
Yeah, it's like
That's the path.
5 blocks away.
Yeah. So, kind of Rock Island.
It's pretty Rock Town.
Rockridge is a pretty little safe haven for nerds like us.
Right.
What school did you go to?
Bettendorf. I'm not an Illinois.
Pretty good over there. The Bulldogs. Is that what it is? The Bulldogs?
Yeah, the Bettendorf Bulldogs. The owner of this place went to Bettendorf too.
Did he?
Yep. And yet he owns a place in Rock Island.
Did you wrestle?
I did for a little bit.
Tom wrestled for a bit.
Yeah?
1 year.
Senior year. Yeah.
I did too.
We're trying to get everybody into jiu-jitsu. me and Tom started. Chase has done it on and off. And once Andrew starts, he'll get addicted, and then he won't be able to quit.
Yeah.
And then we just gotta get Dane.
I got hurt.
We try to do stuff like that outside of just being in the band. We try to like play disc golf or whatever, hang out.
Cool. We went disc golfing.
Yeah.
We went ham on the disc golfing during COVID.
Yeah.
Every day. Every single day.
Nice. Thomas, I also wanted to mention you did ultrasounds.
Yeah. So I do, my job, basically I do heart ultrasounds. That's what I do just day to day. Yep. Genesis East.
How many did you do
on
today?
accident?
Huh?
How many did you do today?
Not very many today. We were at Silvis, so little slower over there.
Yeah. Population in Silvis.
Yeah.
Ask him what does he say when a helicopter goes by.
What does he say?
That's an echo. Yeah, it's always, if you see the helicopter, I feel like you're either getting called in or someone's getting shipped to Iowa City. So it's like, oh boy, here we go.
50-50 chance.
There's an EKG.
Yeah, there's the best.
There you go.
The bat signal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the bad signal.
That's funny. So I also had a few last questions for you guys before I shift you guys away. You guys go enjoy the rest of the bands out there. What is the future for Post AD? I know you guys have really busy lives, but I really see you guys are going to be more shows coming up, especially this year. So we're going to be getting maybe another album, EP, single, merchandise more on the table. What are we
Do
seeing?
we have a show on September 11th?
It's a national tragedy. Man, we've got a bunch of shows coming up. I think we've got like 5 or 6 before the end of the year. New merch, hopefully coming soon. We just got out of the studio. We kind of did a studio session. We did some drums, got those recorded, and then we kind of did a couple other stuff out of like the home studio. We'll say, it's just my basement.
Finishing up still.
So yeah, we're still finishing up some stuff. So we'll have new songs. Hopefully, I'd like to say by the end of the year. I would say kind of watch out for that. And then we've got a whole, handful of songs as well that need to be recorded. I don't know if we're going to do an album. I don't know if we're going to do an EP or singles. It's kind of hard to say, especially like nowadays with like just how the music scene is and all that. But there's a whole bunch of stuff in the pipelines as far as like new content goes. And, I would just say watch our social medias. Facebook, Post AD, Instagram, Post AD. Spotify. We're on Spotify, all that stuff. So we've like right on the cusp of releasing new stuff. So it's coming.
Didn't we have like a couple bands like our posts and stuff that was like,
Oh man.
I mean, just there's the more you put out and the more you tag, all of a sudden you're getting like these big bands liking your posts. I mean, I don't know if it's really them or not, but like it's kind of crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, we've got a whole bunch of stuff coming out. So, hopefully by the end of the year. I know like during the winter we'd like to like kind of sit down and like write a bunch more and figure out a couple things. But yeah, it's a matter of kind of getting together and like really nailing stuff down. There's still stuff left over from like COVID that I wrote that we kind of are still like trying to like kind of fumble through and figure out and all that kind of stuff, and riffs that I wrote that I want Chase's input on, and then we got to have like the drums kind of tightened up, and then everything else
3/4, 4/4, different time signatures that
we
we
gotta
work
have an
on.
argument about time signatures and all that stuff.
These guys argued for 2 hours about it the other night.
It was conducive.
But no, I mean, I feel like playing 2 shows a month, 2 shows a month, right? About 1 or 2 shows a month. Like it works out for us.
Yeah.
And I think we'll just keep doing it.
Yeah.
You really don't need to take time off necessarily.
Yeah.
For sure. I had one final question for you guys. I asked every single band this. I asked you this the first time we talked on our interview, which was like months ago.
Yeah.
If you
When
could,
was that? That was a long time ago.
it was like, I don't know, man.
It was like in spring, I think.
I was still at Iowa Central.
Yeah, I think you were just getting started up too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the final question I would like to ask you guys: what would you tell the young and aspiring musicians who want to do what you guys are doing right now and just doing what they love?
Leave the area and go really far away and play music. Because we never did. None of us did.
I would say if you're gonna do it, then do it. Don't dick around. Just like if this is what you want to do, then do it. Put time aside to write your riffs. Put time aside to do your drums. Do bass. Practice vocals. Just practice. there's always going to be somebody that likes what you're doing. Maybe not just you, but other people as well. And if you have a passion for what you're doing, that's contagious. And just get up on stage and fucking rock. That's what it's about. It's not about being huge. It's about having fucking fun. So
yeah, I'd say just enjoy it. Like don't compare yourself to other people. Don't try to emulate vocals you can't do or stuff you can't do because you're like, oh, this band does this or that. Just, I don't know, do your thing, have fun, and just enjoy it. Just enjoy the process, play shows, say hi, make friends, and rinse, repeat.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. Just enjoy it. When you're young, when you first start and you're 17, say yes to shows. It doesn't matter if it's a Tuesday and 5 people show up. When you're that young, it's important just to get on stage and get used to it, get used to the setup, get used to the teardown, and make friends, have a good time, and practice.
Yeah, I'll keep it short. You got to have fun, but you also got to practice. Every note counts, and people will see that.
For sure. Thank you guys for being with us today. I really am thankful for you guys being here with us. See you guys in the next interview.